Hey, how are you? Adam Brsan here. I'm a little dressed down today. My wife and I had a baby about a week ago, a little baby boy. I'm just taking some time today to be at home and doing a little bit of office work, catching up on some things, following up with some emails to some agents and things like that. But had a little bit of time, had to run a quick errand, and I just was thinking a little bit about my life and kind of where I've come from and where I've gotten to over the last 10 years or so. I've been in the business, final expense, for 16 years now. And I would say, I was pretty young when I first started. I was 21 years old. Work was really not a top priority for me when I first started. I did well. I wrote business, but I think I treated it more like a job than a career. I made enough money to get by and just get by. There might have been months even where I was a little bit behind on bills and things like that. But at the time, I didn't really think anything of it. I worked enough to pay what I needed to pay, and all I really cared about at the time was just that, and being able to go out and have a good time. And I think it got to the point where I realized that maybe I needed to grow up a little bit. I'd say about 10 years ago now. I remember a little over 10 years ago, I met up with one of my managers who told me I'd be making more money working at Kohl's. And it was kind of at that point I was like, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to quit, or do I want to really make something of this? And I decided to do what I could to really make something of this. I met some people in the industry that were very successful, where I kind of found out or learned that there was so much more to this business, and there's so much opportunity out there for a very good income. I also met my wife a little bit under 10 years ago, about 9.5 years ago. And that was really something too. My wife, at the time when I met her, had a son who was 3 years old. And, they really both became a part of my family. But it was really, it really helped me to grow up a little bit. It helped me to grow up, to realize that there was more to life than just going out all the time and having a good time. And, another thing, I just think that, I found somebody that kept me on the right track. She saw that I was passionate about what I do, and she really helped me along the way get the most out of this. So I guess what I'm just trying to say is that if you're struggling in the business, maybe you just need to look at your life, maybe look at your priorities, see how much time you're putting into work, see how much time you're looking into doing other things. I think that I'm sure you've heard it before, where people say that you gotta do a little bit less of some things to get a little bit more of other things. And if you want to treat this like a career, you might need to do that. You might need to realize that you just need to buckle down and make a career out of this, and put the time in, and figure out what's important to you. So, and hold yourself accountable. That's another thing too. So many people, not only in the insurance business, but I just think there's so many people out there that prefer to play the victim. When things don't go their way, it's never their fault. It's always somebody else's. It's always somebody else's fault for the reason why they haven't succeeded. And I think sometimes you just need to look in the mirror and realize, well, heck, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the reason why I'm not succeeding. Maybe I need to change my ways. So that's all I had. Like I said, just had a little bit of time this week to kind of sit back and think about things, think about my life and where I've gotten from where I was. And so yeah, hope you're all having a good day out there, and good luck.